Everyone is talking about the big, giant companies failing to make good and reliable EV trucks that can solve our problem. But Canoo is defying everything. Now we all know that most EV makers are just not making practical trucks. They just put on cool and useless features and expect us to buy them for a very overpriced price point. We're simply not doing that. So the underdog is here to capitalize on that. It is the clear winner, and this is why. Every company is getting beaten by this new genius truck, and even Tesla is worried. But what is it really like? This is the truck for everyone, literally. But first of all, who is Canoo and where did they come from? It was founded in 2017 with a vision to create EVs that are actually practical. But we've heard this countless times, right? So what makes the Canoo pickup different, and how are they planning to deliver on their promise? Well, they've answered this, and it's as simple as it gets. What makes anything practical is you and me. If we can't use it however we want, it doesn't fit the definition of practicality, so Canoo did just that. Imagine anything you wanted to have on your truck. Now, you can have anything. But don't take our word for it. Just look at this truck and tell us what more you would ever need. Let's talk about the mileage first, because we all can't deny that when it comes to EVs, the main issue is battery capacity. Who wants to sit and wait for their car to charge up when you could just buy a gasoline one for much cheaper? That doesn't make sense, so Canoo made this thing able to go 500 miles on a single charge, and with two charging options, a standard 7 kilowatt home charger and a 150 kilowatt fast charging station. If you're watching this and nodding your head thinking that's actually good, you're definitely not alone. The US Army has joined forces with Canoo to put their modified version of the electric pickup truck to the ultimate test, the light tactical vehicle. And this bad boy is loaded with all the necessary features, and if we're being honest, some more impressive features, like carbon Kevlar for maximum protection, a lifted suspension that can handle any terrain like a breeze, and all-terrain tires that make it unstoppable. It's all about being versatile and rugged. Now, this is very comparable, if not the end of Tesla, the obvious market leader. Canoo knows this, so they've formed a strategic partnership with Tesla, granting Canoo drivers exclusive access to Tesla's supercharger stations. This collaboration has the potential to revolutionize the charging experience, providing Canoo owners with unparalleled convenience throughout the entire nation. Imagine the convenience of tapping into Tesla's extensive supercharger network with your Canoo electric pickup truck. And this is just the start of it, the tip of the iceberg. You see, when all of us were focused on the big guys like Ford, Chevrolet, and even Tesla with the Cybertruck, Canoo had a secret trick up their sleeves, and they were just waiting for the right moment. And we'll talk about how they'll actually destroy all of their competition in just a few minutes. Performance and reliability. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the Canoo electric pickup truck's performance. While we don't have the full scoop on all the specifics just yet, we do know that the rear-wheel drive model holds its ground at around 300 horsepower. Look, it might not win the gold medal in pure power competition, but this thing packs some serious punch that's more than sufficient to tackle your everyday needs and fuel some seriously exciting adventures. Trust me, you won't be left wanting for more. But if you do, then this thing can produce 600 horsepower and 550 pound-feet of torque with the dual-motor all-wheel drive configuration. This is the future, and to be honest, the only issue we can think of with this truck is that we don't know how it will hold against time. Canoo is new to the game, and we love pickups because they're useful, very durable, and very cool too. But even this won't be something to worry about because Canoo has already secured orders for fleet customers such as Walmart, NASA, Zebra, and King Bee, and all of them want the exact same thing we want. Just think about it. The US Army has ordered some for themselves, and do you really need more durability and capability than the Army? Plus, look at the market. All of the options and competition exist because of their reputation, their brand name. Would you buy the new Maverick if it was a new brand? Yeah, it's a Ford truck. They've been making trucks for such a long time, even before most were brought to this earth. But still, they make huge mistakes that can't be tolerated if they were a small new brand. Canoo seems to know this. That is why they're making so many contracts and huge partnerships with big companies. And that is why this truck is so good. They need to build their name, their brand identity, and this pickup is actually doing that. Now, we're not saying that this is going to be perfect, it's not. We're just saying that this is going to be better than any other truck out there. We'll talk about one major issue in just a moment, but we should get one thing straight first. How will it stack up against the competition? This thing goes up directly with all the top charters, and we're not just talking about the EV trucks. No, look, a gasoline truck as of now makes sense. This is what I also been thinking, but take a V8 engine for instance. It's one of the most capable ones out there, but it's also 600 plus pounds. This thing is sub 200. It's got 300 horsepower and nearly 300 pounds of torque, and I can put two of them in there. This gives the Canoo truck and all other EV makers more space. But most seem to stick to safe designs, like Ford with minimal changes in the F-150. Canoo breaks the mold. Designed from scratch for efficiency, every detail adds value. Canoo tears up the conventional playbook, creating a future-forward truck. But the conventional design is beloved by many companies for a reason. We're all accustomed to it, and it is practical. But remember, when we said Canoo is all about practicality, we're not just saying it for the sake of building hype. This thing has a 4x6 foot bed, but if you can extend it to 8 feet, this puts it in direct competition with the Maverick, but the Canoo has a shorter wheelbase. Plus, this is a modern truck that defies the current minimalistic trend. It sits on a unibody platform without any gaps between the extended cab and the bed. They designed the whole thing with a commitment to integration. The steering wheel, the seats, and every body cover have a specific purpose. They made wire steering and wire brakes because this gives them more space, and they didn't just leave it as a space. Canoo gave everything to functionality. It is basically the Swiss Army knife for the truck market. It's fully drive-by-wire and brake-by-wire, shedding 35% of parts for a streamlined system. They ditched steering columns, shock towers, and struts, giving it a fresh, spacious interior like a small pickup with a full-size truck's payload. Built not just for the first owner, but thinking ahead for the second and third. This is the concept of it, and this is what the CEO said. The Canoo's all about modularity. You can turn it into a mobile workbench or add a camper shell for adventures. All this new space is customized with everything you might need. You can charge your tools on the go, and don't worry about the battery life. Charge for 28 minutes a day and you're good to go. Getting in and out is easy with a bigger upfront space for personalized seating. And the battery pack can be upgraded, replaced or repaired. It's your call. Run this thing all day and still head home with 35 to 40% power for a rapid charge. But that's not all. The truck bed is also made to be fully customized, and there is a step that you can pull out on the side and a step to make accessing the rooftop much easier. This step can hold other things. It can act like a secret compartment. But now let's talk about the major problem that most of us think of. Price and competition. When a car is made to be this good and carefully designed with consideration to detail, then often the price will be too expensive. And if you want to make a truck that fits everyone, the price point should too. And judging from their approach and philosophy, we can expect to have diverse variations available to the market, and it will cost between $35,000 and $50,000. In our opinion, this is a great value for its money. This puts it in direct competition with the Ford F-150 Lightning, but the Canoo truck has better mileage, almost double the F-150, is more customizable, and has so many practical things. Even the Tesla Cybertruck has similar pricing, but if you buy this one, then you basically have the Swiss Army knife of the truck market. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you want to watch more videos like this, like and subscribe.